Journalism's dead. It is absolutely dead. So if they think that there's a problem with their process, I mean, let's just go with the argument that, his op-ed was bad. Why publish fewer op-eds? Why not just publish good ones? If that's their position. But see, that's not their position. They mean publish fewer as in we will no longer publish any conservative or libertarian viewpoints in the pages of the New York Times editorial section. That's what this means. It's not about they feel like they were overwhelmed with submissions, please. The New York Times does not want to inflame the delicate sensitivities of its progressive rage mob. And they never, ever explained ever how in the world how Tom Cotton's editorial did not meet their standards. What standards exactly? He wrote an editorial the same as anyone else did. And I would actually go so far as to say it was way less inflammatory than some of the editorials that I've read in their op-ed section. But that's the thing with the far left. There cannot be any divergent thought. Everyone has to be on the same page. Otherwise, it's a betrayal. There were people threatening to cancel. They were trying to get cancel New York Times trending. There were politicians who were virtue signaling about how they were not even going to seek out their endorsements. No New York Times endorsements. They need to learn their lesson. I mean, there were politicians that were actually tweeting this out. We're at that point, and I found it ironic because you have all of these protesters, and there are rioters that want to say that their violence is speech, and they're slamming the administration for what they say is a limitation of speech, but yet they're so eager to do it within the pages of their own publications. If you're so sensitive that you cannot coexist with a diverse viewpoint, then you should not be in this sphere. You should not be in publishing. You should not be in journalism. And who in the hell are all of these employees that are bitching and moaning about their newspaper acting as the town square that it really was kind of originally intended? That's what editorial pages are all about. Editorial pages, in some instances, that's the only way you can get a conservative viewpoint in there. And the New York Times they're just so weak. You're just going to cave immediately instead of saying, you know what, why don't you people grow the hell up? You can be a progressive and also in your newspaper have featured an editorial by a conservative. No one's making you read it. No one's stating that you must read this under threat of penalty. But the problem isn't that. The problem is they don't want conservative voices to have influence. They don't want conservative voices to reach the people that they only want themselves to be able to speak with. They do not want any competition for influence or control. That's what it's all about. That's why they're so mad about it.